let me pin this message. It
Okay.
didn't pin. Oh, no, it did pin.
We are going to be doing oracle readings today, so thank you for joining. It is a day and a half past the solstice, like the actual solstice.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, we're doing
We're doing oracle reading for the Yuletide solstice, winter solstice.
We're in a new location for Odd Fud. If you follow both of us, I'm Sea Monster YK.
And I'm modified.
And this is my desk. This is the Sea Monster YK. If you've watched me live, you've seen this location.
Yeah, so if you are joining us from Sea Monster YK, welcome.
Move the crayons out of the
I
way.
hope you like what I have to offer on my YouTube too.
YouTube too.
A little bit different. So today we're doing the oracle card reading.
So these oracle cards are color focused, which is great because we're so color focused. You want to shuffle on camera?
Yeah. So I'm shuffling. I'm just putting my energy into the cards. It's been quite a while since we've done a reading. I think it's been since...
I think it's been 3 months.
At least. I don't think we did it on... in fall. But yeah, it's been quite a while. I think the last one we did was a new moon. And we're a big fan of the new moon readings and a big fan of the full moon readings that kind of tell us what to fill our lives with and what to release. The solstice is kind of like that, but on a larger scale. Because even though we're a little bit late for the actual solstice, it's still the right time of year. It's still the longest nights, the longest time of darkness. And that is a time to kind of reflect on the year that has passed and have a nice strong foundation, empty slate for the year coming forward.
And I think it's so cool because from now until the beginning of summer, you have the days getting longer and longer. And like, I think it's so neat that like you have this opportunity to like really see time growing, like to see your useful hours expand. And this is like not, I mean this metaphorically, because like most of us aren't just working outside. We have electric light, but it's like, it's so nice to be like, oh, like light and health and goodness, like can grow within me.
Yes, but then also like just kind of a simplified way of saying that is like you have less time for doing and you have more time for thinking and reflecting. And like all of that happens, and just some people spend a lot of time praying this time of year, between Christmas and New Year's especially, and it's all the same. It's the time to like kind of reflect. I used to be really resistant to like New Year's resolutions and stuff because it's just New Year's, but now that I'm more in tune with the moon and the sun and everything and the earth, I feel like the New Year is actually pretty important, and the solstice is the reason why the New Year is where it is.
Yeah, like this is the reason why. Yeah, the New Year. Right, we ended in January. The New Year used to be April. The first of the year used to be April 1st, and January, December, November. These were all February, March. These were the end of the year. This winter ended the year, not began it, which seems smarter. Spring is the beginning. It just like makes sense. But so Fatima's using intuition and the energy of the cards to choose which one's which. A bit of chance, a bit of fate. I think you can get a lot out of things like this, even if you don't believe in like the mysticism of tarot. I'm much more open since they discovered that cause and effect are not necessarily linked in the way we used to think. But even if you don't know,
I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4.
okay, yeah, I
1,
think
2, 3, 4.
I don't think we can zoom out. No. But yeah, you can use it as an opportunity to reflect and to think about like what they could mean to your life and if they have any meaning and where you can apply these cards and the feelings.
Okay, so we're gonna go through my reading. This reading is what's the word? Specific for me because I am the one who did all of the shuffling and putting my energy in. But like Chris just said, you can get a lot from everybody's reading, and
Mm-hmm.
even just reflecting on what the spread is. So the spread is a 4-card spread. Number 1 is gifts of the season. Now this is a card that's focusing on the present right now, and in like the physical world, I think.
Mm.
Number 2 is lessons and blessings to hold. So this is still potentially the present.
I'm thinking like things you carry through this coming months.
Yeah, but things that you don't want to forget about. It's more mindy and spiritually than what I think the gifts of the season is. This is just me guessing. I'm just spitballing here. This is the first time I've done this one. Number 3 is what needs to die so you can live, which is very much the fall, like the fall ending. And then number 4 is how to bring the sun back.
Mm-hmm.
So throughout all of winter, the day is short, but the sun starts to come and spends more and more time with us.
Yeah, I think that's really, it took me a long time to like connect that all of winter the sun is growing.
Mm-hmm.
The days are getting longer.
Yeah.
And like yeah, so I was thinking of it like in extreme simplified. It's like the the things you have, the things you should hold on to and like take forward, the things you should let go of, and like what will be good for your future.
Yeah, and then this is also like these are all like this is the blessings and these are the gifts. This is the gifts. This is what needs to be let go of, and this is how to do all 3 of that.
Mm-hmm,
Also,
mm-hmm.
all right. So the gifts of the season, success.
Oh, that's
I
great.
think that's accurate
Yeah, yeah.
because the season, of course, like it's not winter yet, but the Christmas season has brought us some craft fairs and we got to do some work that we haven't been doing. I also recently started working as an optometrist again. Those are all successful. Like,
We have an apartment that we love. That we.
yeah, we have an apartment. We kind of have a direction, and I think that is my definition of success is like having a place where you can continue to learn, continue to grow,
Yeah,
and uh, yeah, I think that's really good. And it's good to remember that that has all happened. This year has been really hard for me, and it's really good to remember that there's been a lot of success in my year.
I know a lot of people are reflecting at this time of year as the days get shorter, have gotten shorter, and you're inside more, and it feels like you work and then you're work for all of the daylight hours, and as soon as you're off work, it's dark.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah, it's dark before you leave work. Sorry.
it can be really hard to think back on the year because like when you've had a really crazy year, whether it's good or bad or a mixed like us, like time kind of contracts. And so like thinking back now in the reflection, you can think like it's good. It's hard sometimes to remember the good things that also just happened.
Mm-hmm.
It feels easy to be like all these bad things happened this year.
Mm-hmm. Also, when you're coming into the new year and you're thinking about like how am I going to make 2026 great, and like what's going to be really successful about 2026, it's really easy to forget how like that you need to sit in the success you've had now. So there's like this phenomenon of like journalists and like camera people and stuff. Whenever like someone just won the Super Bowl, someone just won a gold medal, someone just reached the top
Oh
of
my
a mountain,
God.
and they say, "What's next for you?" And it's like there's zero time for that person to bask, and that's a lot of reason why the gymnasts on the Olympic team they take the next year off. They don't compete in the nationals or the internationals usually,
Yeah, and then
and
they can be world champions for a whole year without having to like quote
the
unquote defend their title.
right, right.
It's a different title, but like at the same time, you don't want to. Yeah,
And then also we talked about how people saying now I'm going to Disneyland is like kind of a way to combat that question of what's next for you.
yeah, because what's next for you? That now the standard answer is I'm going to Disneyland, but what they're really asking, they're not saying like how are you going to celebrate this win, which is what I thought they were asking as a kid,
Mm-hmm.
because of I'm going to Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
But forever and still to this day, when they ask that, they mean you've just won the national championships. Are you going to do the world championships? Are
Right.
you going to beat the world record next year?
Yeah.
Are you going to like are you going to become a coach?
Yeah.
Like, and that is toxic. So don't. This is the gifts of
Gifts
this
of the
season were
season.
success. So hold on to that.
Yeah, I think that like brought out a lot of us. Like I feel like we really read into this card a lot,
Yeah.
which is good. Okay. Oh, this is lessons and blessings to hold. Creativity. So I've been struggling a lot because my creative space and my creative time and my creative abilities, my creativity, it's been limited. It's been it has a lot of obstacles right now, but it's a good lesson and blessing and that I still have my creativity. The wheels are still turning in my head. I'm just not been able to like make the chains connect.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm creativity is still the number one um, core value that I hold, and um, I think it's really easy for me to get really frustrated when I'm not able to create and like I'm not able to physically create. I'm not able to physically write and I'm not able to physically craft and I'm not able to physically write in my journal even.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not able to physically dance or anything like that.
Yeah,
And
and it
I think that just having creativity in my life makes my life worth living.
yeah, it can be really hard because a lot of this is not even like anyone's fault or any failing on our part to like have we struggled to get set up and have crafting space for sure, but like we've also had to travel and do all this other stuff, and like even moving into a place like it's to be expected to have trouble setting things up.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it often in my life, I will try something, I will do it, I will love it, I will be creative in it, and I will do it. And then something beyond my control will force me to stop for a little bit. And then I just kind of don't feel like going back. I feel defeated. And I think this card is telling Fatima, don't feel defeated. You got this. Hold on to this
Because that's gonna make life better.
yeah,
All right, what needs to die so that I can live? And this sounds like
it's dark.
it sounds pretty dark, but it's actually usually really good. It's what you need to let go of.
Yeah, it's what you need to let go of.
Trust.
Bruh.
How do we interpret that? I'm not sure.
So with these oracle cards, there's two different ways to interpret these things, right? It's usually not just the trust you give, but the trust you receive. It's
And
not just, and sometimes it's not trusting and letting go of it can mean letting go of like mistrust, because there's no mistrust card, right?
Right.
And so
I
like
get it. I
it's
get
well, we can read it if it's
it.
helpful.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
I definitely am not presenting that right, because like it's not it,
Yeah, so it can represent the uh, the fact that you have it. It can also represent the fact that you lack it.
when this card comes up in a reading, it's a sign to start trusting yourself. We often seek advice from outside sources and people we trust. The reality, though, is that most of the time, deep down inside, you know what you need to do. Have the confidence to trust in yourself and your own sense of self governance. Ultimately, you can make your own decisions. So this is what I was trying to say. Like, usually, this card means trust yourself, and this is what you need to let go. So this card doesn't mean don't trust yourself. It means trust in others, right? Because that's
Mm-hmm.
the opposite of trusting in yourself. Not mistrust. I misspoke. It's trusting in others.
Yeah, so sometimes, like usually, like if this came up and like you need to do this, and like this is in the space on your reading that this is something that you need to incorporate into your life. Like
Hmm.
for instance, on the empty moon, new
Well,
moon.
if it's here, for example, right, lessons and
Hmm.
blessings to hold and carry forward,
Yeah,
then it would be trust yourself.
yeah, but this because I need to let go of the need for trusting myself.
Hmm.
I can allow myself to trust others more or allow myself to have a full life even when I don't trust. So I think I've been having a lot of ricochet emotions. Like I've been feeling like we're doing this, we're on the right track. Uh, we just need to keep going. I know exactly what to do. And then it ricochets really quickly within minutes to I don't know how to do this. We made a wrong decision. We need help, and um, I'm scared to continue to do this.
Hmm.
And I think
I
like
think that's like, may I?
yeah,
I think that's exactly if that's what you've been experiencing in a weird way, those are not opposites in regards to trust. Because if you were to take either one of those forward, it would be because you were trusting your feelings and your
mm-hmm,
intuition.
mm-hmm,
And like, I think this makes a lot of sense then. They're saying, don't, if this is how you're going to feel, you can't trust that. You have to have an outside perspective to trust.
right. Like it does not need like I do not need to believe
Hmm.
one of them, right? And I don't need to not believe the other. I need to continue to live knowing that I'm going to believe both of them within a day's time.
Yeah, yeah.
And and so and I think thinking about trusting in others, like we've felt a really, really huge community. Like we don't have like we've only been here a couple of months, so like we don't have a huge friend group, we don't have family here at all. But what we do and like we don't go to school or anything and I barely work with others, so
Yeah.
there's not a lot of ways to make friends that way. We're not part of a gym yet or anything.
That would be a good reason to work more.
Yeah,
Like a good, like a pro.
and I think there's so much community. So even without having any of that kind of like ways to connect, there's so much community and everybody's rooting for each other.
It really feels
So
like
like,
that. Find yourself a city that's got your back.
and so it just feels like I could just like kind of put my trust out into basically anyone, and it's gonna be caught and held on to.
Yeah, can I? So when we first moved here, we moved in the middle of the night, and my buddy was unloading the truck. We had we had hired people, they didn't show up, so he was like, "I'll take the money," and he started unloading the truck. And he felt uncomfortable. There was a homeless person across the street, and they were like, that's where they hung out, right? This was not unusual. Everyone, we knew about it. It wasn't scary for us, but he seemed a little uneasy to leave the truck alone. Um, and the person just like understood this, saw this, heard him say it probably, and just like excused themselves. And like, I don't know, there's something like that's the most vulnerable people, the people who are the least to give, can give so much.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And like that's the vibe of the whole city. Like, yeah. Was that a weird story to tell?
Kind of. All right, how to bring the sun back in.
Bro.
Hunger. It's like a sun.
Yeah.
It looks like a sun. Nice spread. Nice warm colors.
You want well we this makes so much sense that I feel like you don't even need to read it, but we will. But what is your feeling
So
here?
I guess like it's saying that there's all these things that I have had to put in a holding pattern. My creativity being the main one. And the hunger for that, when like kind of like absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Mm-hmm.
The hunger to get back to doing my creative endeavors and moving forward with my creative career. I think that is going to bring like the creativity back in, and then like all of the lightness in my life.
Hell yeah.
And it's not going to be as scary. The more and more it happens, it'll be less and less scary.
How you feeling?
I feel good.
You want a vibe card or not?
No, I'm not about that.
Yeah. Does anyone have, if anyone's here and has a question, we can draw a vibe card and answer a question, give in between our readings. We'll,
Yeah, just you can just put a hands up in the chat if you want a vibe card for you.
oh yeah, if you want not a question,
Yeah,
you can do a hands up and we'll draw a card.
Yeah, but if you have a specific question, then we're pretty good at answering questions with the cards help.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a little bit to drink.
Okay, so I'm gonna shuffle for mine. And we just shuffle. Oh, well, that wasn't me shuffling. That was terrible Sue. Okay. Beautiful cards. We want to make our own oracle cards. Does anyone? I don't know. I don't know what that would be like, but I think it would be fun.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do that. So the beginning of the year also comes with a lot of like scheduling and planning out the year, and I think that is something that I tend to do every year. I like plan out what I want to do, and like I try to plan less the older and older I get and the more experience with it I get. I try to plan and schedule less, and I try to like say like this is what I want, this is what I need, that kind of thing a little bit more. And I feel like the more and more I do that, I'm feeling like I kind of just can never expect what's gonna happen. Like it's always like sometimes by April, but like definitely by September, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to rewrite everything. Nothing happened that I wanted to.
I almost flipped it. Like.
That would have been okay.
All right, so this is my lessons of the session. Gifts of this, things I want to be thankful for, things that I'm thankful for, things that I want to feel about. Yeah. Abundance. This is great. Fatima got success and I got abundance.
Yeah. So we were making, our job was, we were underemployed. That's what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
For a long time.
Yes, this is great. We've had a lot of abundance. We've been very lucky. We've been selling some of our crafts, and Fatima got the new job. And yeah, okay.
And, like, we let a lot of our family back in.
Well, yeah, we let our family back in. We both reached out and started talking to family that we had stopped speaking to. And we also are living in our own apartment for the first time in years.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of abundance.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2. This is, I forgot, this is lessons to hold and bring forward. This is lessons and blessings to hold. So sweetness. I'm going to read it. I don't know what the sweetness card says. I'm going to read it in the book.
That's great. Yeah.
I've never
sweetness,
gotten sweetness, but
what a great
it is so me right now. I have
should
been
be the last one after ID. There you go.
I have been cultivating my sweetness. I was wearing a rainbow backpack today. This card is a signal to savor the sweet moments in life and to remember them when things get rough. Ouch. The small things in life are often the sweetest, but they easily go unnoticed. Sweetness is always there if you look for it. Okay, this is something that I have been really focusing on. Keeping focused on the little things and allowing myself to do little things for myself just because I want to. Because
Right.
for a very weird, for who knows why, I just don't very often.
Yeah, I think you do a lot of like the scales where like one's over here and one's over here. You're constantly like, is this okay if I do this? And then you're like, what if it takes away from this? So I need to put something back over there.
Yeah,
And I feel like you're constantly doing that
I
for even just the
focus.
little things.
I focus on the big things that move my life forward
Hmm.
to a detriment. And by
Yeah.
focusing so much on those, I miss the sweetness.
I think,
And I've been really refocusing these last couple of months, even with
Yeah.
everything going on. It was something that I needed to do.
yeah, I think I have also been doing that, and I've been not rubbing off on you, but I've been
Mhm.
like the energy of our life has been kind of like
You know what's really
very
interesting
beneficial.
too is like focusing on this and letting yourself have this actually helps the if you give yourself the little things,
Yeah.
it'll help your life move forward. I remember one time they were talking about like if millennials didn't spend money on lattes, they could blah blah blah. And a psychologist and an economist got together and they wrote a paper and they're like, bruh, listen, like self-care is
Mhm.
usually monetarily advantageous. It's a good investment. Like,
Yeah.
unless you're doing this to extreme excess, like taking care of yourself and pampering, quote unquote, yourself in these little ways can make you more productive, can help you get your larger goals, even if they're not directly tied to it, because you feel good and you want to live.
Yeah, yeah, not even to go at that far, which I do totally believe in that. I also think like the more you enjoy the little things in your life, the closer and closer the big things get.
Hmm.
Like the mountain starts to be right here. You're already on it sometimes.
Okay. This is what needs to die so I can live. It sounds like a pirate wrote this one. But, the leaves fall off the tree because if the tree kept trying to keep those leaves going, it would die.
Hmm.
And so, what are my leaves? Hui!
Love.
I'm going to read this one again. This is, we don't, oh no. We should try to put that back so we don't lose its spot. You think it was here?
Yes.
Because I had it opened here. Oh no, it looks like it's
Yeah, this is right.
there. Okay. Sorry, we're breaking the book. We're breaking the bank. When this card arises, it's a sign to notice the love that exists in your life, whether as romantic, platonic, or familial, or even an intense interest. Ooh.
Mm.
Where and how is love manifesting in your life, and how can you embrace it? Okay, so I have been working on this, and I think it makes sense. Like, I have intense interests, and I will like programming. For example, I love programming or music. I love making music, songwriting, and I have been thinking about picking those up again. Um, and I think I won't. I think this card is telling me, like, right now is not the time to follow your intense interests. It is time to continue on the path of um, abundance
Mm-hmm.
and sweetness instead of falling into instead of falling into an intense interest in order to get my life and feeling really good and like that kind of thing, because I can trick myself into thinking it's like this huge thing that I can like. Instead of doing that, I need to focus on the sweetness and be thankful for my abundance.
Yeah,
And
that's great.
you got to keep working to keep getting abundance. I do. Some people might not have to. So then I think this card is going to be something that reinforces that message. This is how to bring back the sun. Protection. Yeah, I think this fits right in. Oh, it's a beautiful graphic. I think this fits right into what I was saying. Is this a black card or purple card?
This is black.
Wow. I don't think I've gotten a black card. Well, I must have. Don't be weird.
You've gotten black cards.
I've gotten space. I've gotten death.
You've never gotten protection.
Yeah, okay. That's the essence of this card is about feeling personally safe and protected as you navigate through life. Okay, yeah, this is definitely why I need to let go of love, because that makes this feedback loop where I feel like I'm not so feeling protected, safe, secure, that is something that I have been doing all sorts that I can in order to feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's been working. How to bring the sun back, how to feel like good and make it through the winter and enter the spring like kicking ass. Protection, making sure I feel protected, I think is a very smart.
Yeah.
I guess I'll finish reading it. It asks you to find the delicate balance of pushing yourself through fearful, anxious situations while also feeling secure. This card asks, how can you feel protected during those scary situations? Does it mean reaching out to others or just making sure that you are grounded in the present? How can you move forward while feeling safe?
Yeah, I think you definitely fall into, especially when you're younger, but even now it's easy to like fall back to things that are comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
You fall into the mindset of, if I just did this, then I would feel better.
Yeah.
Like, and if I only did this, I would feel better. I get that too. It's like an anxiety, a hyper focus, obsession, like all of those words.
Yeah, I think it's usually a compulsion.
Yeah, compulsion.
As described, I have the obsessive disorder. As described in that feeling, like if I do this, I will gain relief. That's a compulsion.
Yeah, so like right now, I feel scared because I need to make money for rent.
Mm-hmm.
The way I can stop feeling this fear is by doing some hyper focus.
Yeah.
And then you stop feeling the fear. You're doing the hyper focus. You are often lying to yourself, telling yourself that the hyper focus is going to solve your financial problems. And
yeah,
I think it's really easy to fall into that. I've been having a lot of thoughts very similar to that. So I think if we focus more on our abundance and the sweetness that we run into, I think that is going to help us feel more protected.
Yeah.
Instead of lying to ourselves and saying that if we follow this pursuit, it's going to protect us in the long run.
Yeah, I think that's right. Like the things that are going to protect us in the long run can protect us in the long run. And we shouldn't have to give up protection now in order to achieve those.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think we do need to focus on what's going to bring us the sun, what's going to keep us in the sunshine and keep us happy, and is going to be pursuing protection. And that doesn't mean at the cost of, well, in this case it might mean at the cost of like my hyperfixations and doing things that I just love, but don't let it be the cost of sweetness, and it's not going to be at the cost of your abundance. And that's
Yeah, I think it's worth saying that with all of the busyness and all of the success and abundance we've been coming into, it's been like go 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 for us
Mm-hmm.
for the last couple of months, and like moving and everything, and it's very difficult to have those moments of sweetness. And I think I especially have been feeling it, um, especially after having to go back. Oh, wait, did we get a comment?
Sanjay Dariwal, hello.
Hello, thanks for joining.
Or Isha Khan's, yeah, Sanjay. Well, yeah, thanks for joining.
We're doing an oracle reading. We're nearly done though. But thank you so much for joining. We would love to pull a card for you if you'd like.
Yeah, let me grab. Yeah,
Yeah, give us a.
this is my vibe card. Well, okay.
Yeah, so you can give us a thumbs up or put.
Yeah, let's pull a card for Sanjay.
Yeah. So the one that I really liked is what is going to bring the sun back.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we'll get that card for you, unless you have a specific question.
Yeah, so it's the winter solstice, which I was having such a hard time spelling. Solstice. So it's a very strangely spelled word. And we've been using these prism cards for a little bit more than a year now.
Yeah.
We really like them. They have the colors on them. You can see.
Yeah, why not you
I
just
can't shuffle.
let me cut them. Yeah, so the Prism Oracle cards. These are made by Nicole Pivarato, and we hope to make our own
Give it a cut.
deck one day.
Okay, put them back. I mean, I didn't mean to point. You put them back however you want. Here's your card.
Balance.
All right.
So balance can mean like balancing the fun things you do and the work that you do. Balance can mean balancing the time that you spend with others and with yourself, or with family and with friends, or doing things where you intake information versus doing things where you create.
And I think what's really important here is a lot of people hear balance, and I know for a long time I did, and think equal, right? You have two things that are equally sized on the scales, but like you do different things with your right hand and your left hand, for example. And like if I lost one or the other, like it would be uneven. And you have to remember that like sometimes something's very easy for you and the recovery is very hard. So you might need more time recovering and less time doing the easy thing. And
That's a very good point. I think there's a message.
it says, does she want to talk to me? Oh, that can be the question.
Okay. Yeah, so if the question is, does she want to talk to me? And you got balance.
Yeah.
That's very interesting because.
Let's read what balance is.
Yeah, sometimes it can be like. Um, it should be before blue. It could be like maybe I'm talking to her too much, so I should back off. Or maybe I'm not talking to her enough, so I should put on more. Or maybe something else entirely is out of balance, and that's why or why not she does or doesn't want to talk. All right, let's read the book. This
Balance.
is, again, by Nicole Pivarato.
This card refers to the need to look in at areas in your life that may need a little balancing. For example, sometimes outside sources can demand our full attention and allow little time for ourselves. How can you allow more balance in your life? What do you need to achieve it?
Okay, yeah. So that's similar to what I was saying before. So it could even sometimes the cards are a little sassy. And if your question is, does she want to talk to me? And you got balance, maybe it's even saying that your focus is outside of yourself in a time where you really need your focus to be inside. You have to look within.
Yeah, because there's a couple things that this I think can mean to me in regards to the talking to another person, or them wanting to talk to you. Like sometimes it's exactly what we were saying is you focus so much on the um, does she want to talk to me, and you're not putting enough into do I want to listen, and or you're not putting enough into do I want to talk to them, to her. And I think like at times in my life I was so focused on getting somebody to like me that I stopped actually thinking about whether I liked them or not.
Yeah.
And
It's really easy to lose yourself that way.
yeah. And then I think like there was another one I was thinking of. It, it's gone. Oh, I think you could also be the car's running. Like I think I said it. Like so focused on talking to somebody and giving a lot of your energy to them. And I know this is true in a lot of situations where by giving so much, you push somebody away. There's the example is you hold a sand in your palm and it's open, you can hold a lot. And as soon as you squeeze it, it all falls through. And I think that balance might be there in that regards also. Like,
Yeah, I think the like the classic example is like someone being too clingy or too aloof, and there is a balance there that's like the perfect amount that I want to hang out with that person.
yeah, because I've also gone the other way. I was so concerned with being so talking to somebody and wanting to give them my attention and get theirs back that I made sure I didn't. And then one time, somebody that I really wanted to talk to and hang out with, they said like, "You never want to hang out with me," and it was like, of course I did, but I was not reaching out. I wasn't making it known that I wanted to hang out, and that was me not being balanced in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Like balance is a good one for this type of friendship or romantic relationship. I think it's one of the most important places to have balance in order to succeed.
Yeah, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
That's that's very vulnerable.
All right. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys. Have some balance in your life. And let's see. One last.
One more card for everyone.
Yeah, one more card. This is for you. If you're not watching it live and you're in the future and you're going through something, this might be just for one person, but that one person is you. Let's see. This is your card. Anxiety.
Oh.
Let's read it.
It's in.
Yellow.
I think it's in yellow. Like all the way at the front.
When you're feeling anxious, it is usually because you are very worried about something that has an uncertain outcome. When this happens, we write a script in our heads, creating an outcome that is most likely far worse than the actual outcome. So try your best to stay in the present and not focus on the events that have not occurred yet. That's right. The anxiety card is a reminder to be here now, where you are in this moment, and not let your mind and yourself wander to other places, because then you don't live in either version. You live in this future in your imagination that's way worse than the actual future, and you don't live in the present because your mind is wandering. And so be here.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why they call it a gift. Right?
Yeah. What?
The present. That's why they call it a gift.
Oh my gosh, I've never heard that before.
Have you not?
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you soon.
Love you. Bye. Oh, this is where you close it. Jeezy peasy.